Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah. So today we're going to be doing this how to wear bold lip tutorial, and everything is concentrated around just having a really bold lip, but everything else is really subdued and really natural. So for the skin we went super natural, dewy, and just really flawless. And for the brows we did the same thing, just kept it really minimal. And this is the look. So if you guys want to know how I did this look and how easy it is to recreate, go ahead and keep watching. First thing I want to use is my Tatcha Silk Cream Moisturizer. I'm just going to apply this all over my skin. I'm going to use my PUR Hydra Gel eye primer, and I actually like to use this on my under eyes and on my eyelids. It really hydrates my under eyes and it makes it look really nice and fresh, ready for some product, and it doesn't settle in too much in the lines. I always like to start with my brows. For my brows I'm going to use my Iconic London Brow Silk, and I'm actually going to spray in some Skindinavia makeup finishing spray. This is the Bridal one. If you prefer to use this wet, you can use it dry, but I feel like it just works a bit better when it's wet. Now I'm just going to take my fingers and just push down the brows from the base. And now to fill my brows, I'm going to be using the Glossier Brow Flick, and it has the finest tip ever. So this is really great if you want to create those really natural eyebrows. So I'm just going to fill in the sparse areas, and anywhere where I need to fill in more, I'm just going to use the side of the brush to get more product. These look really full, but not like artificial. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and this is in 3 medium. And I'm just going to use this on the high points of my face. Okay, so for skin, I'm going to use the RCMA Shinto palette. These 2 shades, the first 2 shades. I'm going to use a damp beauty blender to make sure that everything is just set into the skin really well. So now I'm going to use my Illamasqua cream pigment in the color Emerge. This is my holy grail product. I love this. Even if you don't have any makeup on, you just put this on, it just blends into the skin so beautifully, and the color is fantastic. So I'm just going to use a tiny bit on my ring finger and just gently apply this here. You can see it's so much more brighter, but it just looks so natural, so it's not like too crazy. If you still feel like you need to use some concealer, go ahead and do that, but I really want this to be super minimal and just look really just like perfect skin. So I'm going to be using my Sleek palette, which is a right mess, as you can see, and I'm going to be using these 2 shades, maybe these 2 shades actually, to create some warmth. Add that here, and under my lips, and my chin area. And then I'm going to use a beauty blender. I'm just going to blend that out. And when I do blend it out, I always hold my beauty blender pointy side down. And I just feel like it just gives much more control, and it doesn't, instead of using like the butt of the beauty blender, it's just better to do it this way, I think. I'm using Nude Stick Nudies. This is my favorite blush, and it's the color Sunset Strip. And I'm going to be using this with a stippling brush. So I'm going to just take that tiny bit of product. Always check on the back of your hand so there's not like a lot. And I'm just going to do my cheeks. And always, if you don't want your face to look really round, you want to hit the blush kind of right in this area, away from the center of your face. So this way, it's kind of pulling everything up. Okay, so for powder, this is the first time I'm using this. Oh my gosh, you can't even see it. There we go. Wait, there we go. The Ray Morris Invisible Powder. This is so cool. This is actually a gel that turns in. Wait a minute. This is a gel that actually turns into a powder. Look at that. Let me try to see. It's just a gel. It's literally like a gel. It's like a see-through thing, and it's supposed to turn into powder. And I've never used this before, and it's so cool. So it says to use it with a powder brush. So I'm just gonna grab a Beauty Bay Make Me Blush brush, and I'm gonna take some of this product on the brush, and I'm just gonna hit the points where I don't want any shine. So we're gonna do the forehead, right in the center, my half face first so we can see the difference. So I'm going to do around the nose. It's super shiny. This area and this area, you can see this is super shiny. This is not. That's pretty cool. And it literally looks like there's nothing that I've added onto the face. So for eyes, I just want it to be super, super natural, and I don't want it to look like there's really much on there. So I'm gonna, that just broke, crack, and it's all over me. Ah! Okay, so carefully, I'm gonna use the Nip+Fab contour palette, and I'm gonna use the lighter contour color from here. Clean brush with a tiny bit of product. I'm just setting the foundation and everything on my eye here, giving it some depth, like so. And then I'm just gonna pull it out like that. And I'm gonna do the same thing at the bottom of the lashes. I might use a darker color. Oh, that's better. So you can see like a bit of a pull, but nothing too much. I forgot to film. I just used a tiny bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand in the color Spotlight, and I've just added some here on the tip of my nose, just around here. And whatever was left over, I just put that there. So now we're gonna move on to eyelashes. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. I thought this said croissant. I literally thought this said croissant. Tell me that like immediately when you wanna read that. That doesn't look like it says croissant. Can you see it? You can't. But yeah, it doesn't say croissant. It says, I'm not going to read that part. So now I'm going to be using the by Terry mascara. This is called Mascara Terrybly Growth Booster, and this is in the shade Black. I wanted to do individual eyelashes. These are the individual eyelashes by Ardell, and I'm going to be trying to build some custom lashes. What I like to do is I like to take my glue and just put some on top of the plastic, so I can just keep dipping them in there and just using them like that. I'm gonna start off with my longer ones. I'm gonna go ahead and dip them in about 1/4 of the way so I can just place them on my eye. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the outside. I'm just gonna squeeze that down. That's one done. One done, 95 million to go. And there you have it. So when these are a bit dry, I'm gonna go ahead and give them a squeeze so that they stay secure. So now we're gonna move on to lips. Before I do lips, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my lip brush, and I'm gonna be using my contour palette again, and I'm gonna go ahead and contour the outer edge of my lips. So I'm just gonna take some color, and I'm gonna go ahead and outline my lips, a bit overline them. And I feel like using contour shades for this is such a good trick. And now I'm gonna go ahead and use my bold color. So for this, you can literally do anything. You can use blue, green, red, orange, whatever. So I actually wanna do orange lips today. So I'm just gonna straight up take the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette, and I'm just gonna dip into this orange shade and go ahead and give myself an orange lip. And you can see the contour. You can just see a tiny bit peeking out on the sides, and it really makes your lips look much bigger. Do you want to add a bit more blush, only because it's something I'm obsessed with. I'm going to use an apricot shade from the Nip+Fab palette that I broke, this one, and I'm just going to give myself a tiny bit more of that. And I'm using a powder now, so it will take down the shine a little bit. Alright guys, so this is my final look complete. This is how to wear a bold lip. The makeup is so minimal and it's so fresh, and I think for the summers, once we are allowed to go outside, hopefully by the time I upload this, we would be. This would be so nice to just wear out and have fun. But thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like it, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram. I've linked that all in the description below. And thank you so much for watching. Mwah.